I know I haven't really been on here in a while, but I figured I'd come on here to talk about this. So I just want to set a disclaimer. I don't know if this is going to come out the day after this happened, the week after this happened, the month after this happened. I'm just making this video to make it and document my feelings, and I don't even know if I'm going to post this. But if for those of you who don't know, Jason David Frank, aka Tommy Oliver, recently has passed. Early Sunday morning, I'm pretty sure, and a lot of Ranger Nation is very shaken up. I know I am because personally, he was one of the biggest heroes in my life. And coming from Wakanda Forever, where I just cried for Chadwick Boseman again after like 2 years since the first time he died. I didn't cry since then, and then I cried in that movie, and then losing another one of my heroes is very, very hard. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. Jason David Frank was probably one of the best people on the planet. From those people I've heard talk about, their interactions with him, he was the kindest person ever. He dedicated his entire life to the brand. He always gave back to those in need. Um, and him and his character taught me the lesson of, fighting for those who can't fight for themselves and helping those in need. And it's helped me become a better person because of it. And I am deeply saddened. My heart is heavy. I'm sending all the love and support to his family, his daughter Jenna, his wife, and to Ranger Nation. We're suffering a very big loss because Jason David Frank was basically the face of Power Rangers, arguably. And the fact that he's gone, I'm still in shock. I didn't think that he would pass. I don't know the cause of why he passed. There's a rumor that he took his own life. If he did, I feel so bad that he felt so sad or deeply angry at something that he felt like he had to take his own life versus talking to somebody or something like that. And which brings me to my next point, and I seriously hope that if you guys are going through something where you feel like you need to take your own life, talk to me. My DMs, my comments are open for you to do so. Talk to a parent, talk to a trusted friend, call the suicide prevention hotline. I'll put the number on the screen because you shouldn't have to go through what you're going through alone. And nobody deserves to feel alone. And honestly, I am at a loss for words because, again, he was one of my biggest heroes. And, a lot of people grew up on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And, I had a very interesting childhood where I grew up on basically every season of Power Rangers. I've watched every season of Power Rangers from like the age of like 8. I watched all of them, but I started with Zeo, Turbo, Mighty Morphin, like everybody else, and Tommy Oliver was just one of those characters that stood out to you and taught me how to be a better person, a better man, how to stand up for those who can't and whatnot. And I would get so excited to see him return in Dino Thunder and Wild Force, and just to see him in general. And then I figured out he had a YouTube channel years later, and then see the good things he does on there, like reprising his role or helping those in need. And I used to get bullied as a kid, for liking Power Rangers, liking superheroes, and the whole 9 yards. And I would come home and watch Power Rangers, and Tommy Oliver and whatever Power Rangers I was watching, particularly Tommy Oliver and Jason David Frank, would make me feel better about myself. That what the things the other kids were saying were not important. Like, they weren't true, And I became a better person because of it. And also, I had this weird, fantasy that, one day, the Power Rangers would pick me up from school. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers would pick me up from school, and I would have this weird fantasy, and I was excited, and one day that they would do it. But, I was a kid back then, kiddie things, but looking back on those memories, those are some of the fondest memories that I've ever had in my entire life. And the fact that I didn't get to meet him really hurts. And yeah, his loss is being felt, and honestly, I don't, it's very hard to process. I'm just happy that I'm filming this video, versus just feeling sad, And to those of you who are feeling sad, feel free to talk in my comment sections or in my DMs to me about fond memories you have of Jason David Frank, because again, he was one of the kindest people around. And all of us are devastated before his loss. And again, he was the face of Power Rangers, and Power Rangers will never be the same. He may be gone, but his legend will never be. I just wanted to make this video to help you guys feel more comforted by this loss, and let you know that we're all mourning together. Um, and yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I want to say. Uh, Share this video with anybody who is seriously feeling the loss of Jason David Frank. Um, and yeah, I'll see you guys later this week. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I love you guys. Thank you for always supporting me. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Yippee-ki-yay, let's ride.